Hey guys, it's Miss Stacy. How are you all? I miss you guys. I hope you are trying to have fun, even though we can't go anywhere right now. I thought I would read you one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors. This book is called Thunder Cake, and it's by Patricia Polacco. On sultry summer days at my grandma's farm in Michigan, the air gets damp and heavy. Storm clouds drift low over the fields. Birds fly close to the ground. The clouds grow for an instant with a sharp, crackling light. And then a roaring, low, tumbling sound of thunder makes the whole window shudder in their panes. The sound used to scare me when I was little. I loved to go to Grandma's house. Babushka, I used to call my grandma, had come from Russia years before. But I feared Michigan's summer storms. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. I always hid under the bed when the storm moved near the farmhouse. This is the story of how my grandma, my babushka, helped me overcome my fear of thunderstorms. Can you see her over here in her pretty dress? Grandma looked at the horizon, drew a deep breath, and said, "This is thunder cake baking weather. All right. Looks like a storm is coming to me." "Child, you come out from under that bed. It's only thunder you're hearing," my grandma said. See her hiding under there? The air was hot, heavy, and damp. A loud clap of thunder shook the house, rattling the windows, and made me grab her close. "Steady, child," she cooed. "Unless you let go of me, we won't be able to make thunder cake today." "Thunder cake?" I stammered as I hugged her even closer. "Don't pay attention to that old thunder, except to see how close the storm is getting. When you see the lightning, start counting. Real slow. When you hear the thunder, stop counting. The number is how many miles away the storm is. Understand?" She asked. "We need to know how far away the storm is, so we have time to make the cake. And we get into the oven before the storm comes, or it won't be real thunder cake." Her eyes surveyed the black clouds away off in the distance. Then she strode into the kitchen. Her worn hands pulled a thick book from the shelf above the wood stove. "Let's find that recipe, child," she crowed, as she lovingly fingered the grease-stained pages to a creased spot. "Here it is, thunder cake." She carefully penned the ingredients on a piece of paper. "Now, let's gather all the things we'll need," she exclaimed as she scurried toward the back door. See her paper right here? When we were by the barn door, when a huge bolt of lightning flashed, I started counting like Grandma told me to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the thunder roared. 10 miles. It is 10 miles away," Grandma said as she looked at the sky. "About an hour away, I'd say. You'll have to hurry, child. Gather them eggs careful like," she said. Eggs from mean old Nellie Peckhen? I was scared. I knew she would try to peck me. "I'm here," she said. She won't hurt you. Just get them eggs," Grandma said softly. The lightning flashed again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted. 9 miles, Grandma reminded me. See the hen she's got to get the eggs from? Milk was next. Milk from old Cow. As Grandma milked her cow, Kit Cow turned and looked mean right at me. I was scared. She looked so big. Zip went the lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I counted. Ba-room went the thunder. 8 miles, child, Grandma croaked. Now we have to get the chocolate and the sugar and the flour from the dry shed. Do you see Kit Cow right there? I was scared as we walked down the path from the farmhouse through tanglewood weeds to the dry shed. Suddenly, the lightning slit the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I counted. Boom! Ba-boom! Crashed the thunder. It scared me a lot, but I kept walking with Grandma. See, they're gathering all the ingredients in their cart there. Another jagged edge of lightning flashed as I crept into the dry shed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I counted. Crackle, crackle, boom, kaboom! The thunder bellowed. It was dark, and I was scared. I'm here, child, Grandma said softly from the doorway. Hurry now. We haven't got much time. We've got everything but the secret ingredient. See little Patricia getting the things? Grandma's right there at the door. 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries, Grandma whispered as she squinted at the list. I climbed up high on the trellis. The ground looked a long way down. I was scared. I'm here, child, she said. Her voice was steady and soft. You won't fall. I reached 3 luscious tomatoes while she picked strawberries. Lightning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I counted. Kaboom! Ba-room! The thunder growled. We hurried back to the house and the warm kitchen, and we measured the ingredients. I poured them into the mixing bowl while Grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. Finally, we poured the batter into the cake pans and put them in the oven together. See down here? Here's the cake pans, and they're going to go in the oven. Here they are up here mixing, and here she is churning the butter. Lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted to 3, and the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away, Grandma said. And the cake is in the oven. We made it. We'll have real thunder cake. As we waited for the cake, Grandma looked at the window for a long time. Why, you aren't afraid of thunder. You're too brave, she said as she looked right at me. I'm not brave, Grandma, I said. I was under the bed, remember? But you got out from under it, she answered. And you got eggs from mean old Nellie Peckhen. You got milk from old Kit Cow. You went through Tangleweed Woods to the dry shed. You climbed the trellis in the barnyard. From where I sit, only a very brave person could have done all of those things. See, Grandma? And over here is little Patricia. I thought and thought as the storm rumbled closer. She was right. I was brave. Brave people can't be afraid of the sound, child. she said as we spread out the tablecloth and set the table. When we were done, we hurried into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After the cake had cooled, we frosted it. Look at that pretty tablecloth. Just then, lightning flashed, and this time it lit the whole sky. Even before the flash had faded, the thunder rolled and boomed and crashed and boomed just above us. The storm was here. Perfect, Grandma cooed. Just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate frosting on the top of our thunder cake. As rain poured on our roof, Grandma cut a wedge for each of us. She poured us steaming cups of tea from the samovar. When the thunder roared above us so hard it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboards, we just smiled and ate our thunder cake. From that time on, I never feared the voice of thunder again. The end. I hope you guys liked it. And moms and dads, there is actually a recipe at the back of this book for the thunder cake that they made during this storm. So I'll have Mary upload the recipe for you guys if you would love to make it with your kids. Okay? Thanks so much for tuning in. You guys have a great day.